Well, good morning. Welcome back to Rolling Hills Farm. Dave here. It is a beautiful sunny spring morning. You can see the blue sky and the snow is melting fast. We had just a couple inches the other day, but this is going to be gone quickly. Look at this. There's green grass against the base of the barn where the heat is strongest. And out in the fields, the rye is turning green quickly. It's got the deer pretty excited. They're out there chomping rye as fast as they can, fattening up. But this is all an illusion because we are in northern Minnesota. And in fact, we've just received a forecast for a blizzard. 24 hours from now, this is going to be a big mess. But we've got 24 hours to do a little preparing. It's springtime, and one of the things I want to talk about today is our hay supplies. How have we gotten through the winter, and how are the cows looking in this late spring? Well, you can see hay supplies are dwindling from what we put up last summer and what we had here last fall. I'll show you a picture while I'm talking of the number of bales that were in this yard last fall. There were a lot. They filled this whole space in front of me. In late March, while many farmers around the Midwest are actually in the field beginning to do tillage, you can see our fields are still entirely covered with a snowpack, and the ground is frozen. We'll actually be feeding bales here, and this is a typical year for us, for another 2.5 months. We'll be feeding round bales right up until the beginning of June before we have grass enough that we can let the cows out on the pasture. Boy, you can really see the calf sticking out of this cow. Now's when the cows, or the calf inside these cows, is really starting to grow. This last trimester is when the calves are eating a lot, and the cows need to eat a lot for them to continue to grow. We typically feed our highest quality hay late in the winter and leading up to calving season, because we want to make sure these guys get a lot of nutrition out of this hay. So you can see it's looking really green. This is really high quality hay, and it's giving them plenty of nutrition. We want these guys to be able to stand here and eat free choice hay. And then if you look over there in front of the windbreak, we spread a thick layer of bedding all the way along there. So when this storm kicks up, the high winds that are coming tonight, they'll be able to get against that windbreak in that fluffy straw and get out of the wind. This will be the first season for calving in the enhanced pen. You can see we built that little shelter right there, south-facing shelter, last summer. It's right adjacent to our calving barn and our new camera system up there on the wall, which will be able to keep an eye on this entire pen now. And we'll be able to watch the cows who are not only in the barn, there's a camera in that barn, but then the cows who are waiting to calve out here in this small paddock. Still a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of cleanup to do, and I think the snowstorm that's coming will give us more to do. Hi Donna, how you doing? How's Donna? So this is the pen where the cows will calve in here, and we'll bring square bale hay down here in the next few weeks. And while they're in the calving area, there'll be water in there, of course, and we'll feed them square bales. And we've got quite a square bale supply. Let's go up and take a look. Well, we put up a little extra hay this year, and you can see there's still well over 100 square bales here, and that's mostly horse hay. And next to it, about 100 bales, kind of hard to see up here, about 100 bales of second crop. And we'll begin moving this hay down to the lower barn to feed the cows, well, as soon as this snowstorm's over. And then on the other side of the hay is this giant pile of straw, about 100 bales of straw here, and really high quality square bale straw. And this is what we use to bed the cows down when they're calving. And we'll be moving bales of this down to the lower barn too, so we have access to them during calving season. Well, it's sometimes hard to even believe the weather forecasters when you're looking at blue sky and feel warm, sunny temperatures like this, 40, 45 degrees, that this can turn so quickly into this. A foot of snow and 40-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 50. A real live blizzard. Blizzards are unusual here. We get snowstorms, but we can go 5 years without a blizzard. So 2 in 1 year is kind of crazy. Well, you can see the snow is really deep out here. I'm at the end of the driveway working a drift that's 4 feet tall. I'm having to shovel, pick it up, and I'm piling it off to the side of the driveway, building kind of a windbreak because these winds are supposed to stay up close to 20 miles an hour through the rest of the afternoon. So drifting is, continued drifting is going to be a problem. See Dawn's doing the same thing here, clearing the drift up to the house so we can get back and forth, and then piling it over on the northwest side to serve as a sort of natural snow fence, trying to keep the drifting to a minimum overnight. There's what happens when you get just a little too low. There's an upslope here into the lawn. You see that's sod and dirt that we'll have to clean up off the lawn once the snow all melts. Snow cleaned up for now, and we're feeding a couple of round bales. Like always, we're going to put down some straw in front of the windbreak. It had a pretty heavy coating of straw to begin with, but we've got quite a bit of wind the next 2 days and then more snow. So we want to bed them down so they're comfy. Nate, you want to scratch? Oh yeah, you like scratches, don't you? There, cows fed and snow plowed. It was a busy afternoon, especially getting bedding down for those guys. Important because this wind is going to be strong through the night and into tomorrow. And we like to have them bedded down when they're so close to calving and it's this windy. Plus we've got more snow on the way. Saturday, Sunday, bunch more snow coming. But for us, just a snowstorm, not a blizzard. The blizzard is hitting southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Those guys could get up to 24 inches with 50-mile-an-hour winds. So by the time you see this, there'll be a whole third blizzard underway, and those guys will be dealing with it. Thanks for watching. Up next, we're thinking about calving. This snow is going to melt in a hurry, and we'll be looking at that, getting ready for calving season. We'll see you then.